Okay, welcome. This is our second Facebook Live edition. Last time we did it during the lunch hour, so we figured we'd give it a try here at night. Maybe catch some of you who are at work or running around with the kids. Today's topic is fast food and fast food options. Now, we're not going to advocate that you should eat at fast food restaurants, but this is just a great way to kind of give you some information and arm you with some better choices when you do go out. We also want to touch and cover just eating out in general, whether it's more fine dining, semi-casual type restaurant, or the main topic, which is fast food. So let's kind of get right after it. Don't feel like you have to take notes. Don't feel like you have to scramble to write what we're talking about down. I have a cheat sheet myself. We'll actually send this to you. So if you would like that, just leave a comment below and we'll make sure you get that. But let's kind of start off by talking about just basically strategies when it comes to eating out. So before we touch on specifically fast food itself, let me just give you a couple of surefire tips no matter where you go. Number one would be try to look at the menu in advance. So if you're going to go to a fine dining place, maybe like a Gibson Steakhouse, for example, you got a lunch meeting, you're going to go out for a dinner date on a Friday night. Well, what you're going to want to do is look at that menu prior to and start scoping out what you have exactly on that menu. So find that protein, find those veggies. That way, going into it, you're not kind of thrown off and I'm not sure what to get. I'm rushed. I got to hurry up and just order. So have a plan going into it. Second of all, what you want to do is if you're with a group of people, family, friends, or more importantly with coworkers, the number one thing you can do from a psychological perspective is to be the first person to order. This is actually a fact. It'll kind of give you a little more sense of control in the environment. So what generally happens is, let's say there's myself and 5 others, we go out to eat, and as people are ordering, I'm the last person to order, and someone to the right of me orders a burger with fries, gets an extra patty, and let's say the next person after them gets a huge slab of ribs, they get some fries and a Coke, person after them gets fried chicken, and so on. Then it gets to me, and I was going to go with a salad with some lean protein. Now all of a sudden I'm like, okay, well, everyone else is getting burgers and ribs and fried chicken. I don't want to be the guy to get salad. So what you naturally then do is kind of follow suit, and then you order bad as well. So if you start it and I order first, I say, I'm going to do a salad with some grilled chicken, extra veggies on it, please. Now that person next to me who maybe wanted to order something healthy all of a sudden now goes, hey, I'm not the only person now, I can order healthy too. So try that, it works. Again, be the first person to order. Second quick tip here is going to be, instead of an appetizer, go with a salad, and that would be a small side salad. It's going to curb your appetite. It's going to, fact that it'll cut down the calories that you eat overall in the session. So it looks like Jim's watching, Kelsey. Hopefully you guys are having a great night. Let's keep moving on. So get that side salad instead of the apps. Next, when you're ordering your main dish, swap out any starchy carbs. Generally, most restaurants are going to have mashed potatoes, baked potatoes, French fries. So swap that out for a vegetable. If your dish comes with an additional vegetable, so it might maybe a potato plus broccoli in your protein, ask if you could double up the veggies. Can I get double the portion of broccoli and swap out the starch? And then your last kind of strategy when you're out to eat is going to be focusing on dessert. Sometimes if you're with work meetings, they're going to just kind of order whatever and it's going to be put in front of you. What do you do at that point? The easiest thing to do is go with a fruit option. Usually every dessert comes with maybe potentially some strawberries, some sort of berries. Ask them, could I just get the berries themselves? Or if you want to splurge a little bit more, maybe get some whipped cream on that. I know it doesn't sound super exciting, but you do get the sweetness. You do get a little bit of that richness with the whipped cream or cream, if you will. And that'll satisfy you, allow you to have a dessert, but a healthy dessert. So again, if you have to opt for dessert, try to go that route. Looks like we got Tom's on, a couple other people. Again, we're talking about how to strategize when you're out to eat, and here in a couple seconds here. We're going to talk about strategies when you're eating out at fast food restaurants. So now let's go ahead and talk about fast food restaurants themselves. Again, I mentioned early on, we are not advocating that you should eat at fast food restaurants, not something we would recommend. However, there's going to be times where you really don't have maybe too much of an option. You're in the middle of nowhere. You might be running around with the kids between games. You're out on the road. Who knows? But sometimes that might be your only option. So let's arm you with the best possible strategies. So let's go down the list. We'll go through all your main fast food chains that all of you guys know. Maybe you've gone to in the past, or maybe you still go to. So let's talk about this. Before we get into the individual menu items that you should select, just want to make a couple key points here. Number one, anywhere you go, you could always skip the bun. And if it's a burger, skip the bun and just go with the protein. Yes, you could get that protein wrapped in lettuce. That's always an easy option. Hey, Susanna. So you could totally do that. But with that being said, I want to actually talk about true menu items. You actually want to eat something there. You don't just, I just want to have the bun, or I want to have the wrap, or things like that. So let's go over actual menu items that you could make better choices with your kids, your spouse, and so on. Looks like Britt's on. Hey, Britt. So here we go. Let's start up with the classics. So we got McDonald's. If you don't know this already, the best thing to order at McDonald's any time of day would be the Egg McMuffin. It's simple. It's an egg, so they couldn't ruin it. They couldn't add additives to it. That's a great choice. It's cheese. A little bit of cheese won't kill you. Protein, Canadian bacon, which is actually a lean source of protein. And then you have the McMuffin itself, which of course is not the best, but again, here we're talking about best choice at McDonald's. That would be your best bet, whether it's breakfast, it could be a lunch, you're on the road, you just need a snack. Second best option at McDonald's is going to be their artesian grilled chicken sandwich. Now, yes, again, you could ditch the bun, just eat it with lettuce, but that's going to be probably your two best options regarding McDonald's. Number two, Sonic drive-thru. Number one option there is going to be the classic grilled chicken sandwich. Notice the theme here, chicken, simple, grilled, get your protein. If you're watching this, and again, you want this cheat sheet here that I'm looking at myself, we'll be happy to send that to you, so just leave a comment below, and you'll get this. Okay, next, Burger King. Believe it or not, one of the best things to eat at Burger King is your basic hamburger. I know you think fast food hamburger, no way, but it is protein. Ditch the mayo, stick to the pickles, lettuce, tomato, and that's going to be your best bet. If you want to ditch the bun, you can as well. Chick-fil-A, okay? Grilled chicken sandwich, just like we talked about with Sonic. Simple protein, grilled, not battered and fried. KFC, your best option there is going to be the Kentucky grilled chicken breast with a side of green beans. So you're going to get your protein with the chicken breast, and then the green beans, you're going to get your veggies. You're going to skip the potatoes, you're going to skip the gravy, you're going to skip the cornbread and all those heavier sides in favor of a vegetable. Okay, now let's kind of make our way towards pizza. Sorry if I'm looking down, but it's hard to memorize all these items. Papa John's. Many of you might love Papa John's. What's the best menu item to eat at Papa John's? Garden Fresh Pizza is going to be your number one choice. You're going to get tons of veggies, and it's going to allow you to at least get a little more full on good things as opposed to have it be loaded with pepperoni and sausage and some of those real heavy fat proteins that they might have at one of these type pizza places. Now, a quick tip when it comes to pizza, whether it's a fast food pizza place or maybe a higher end pizza restaurant, always get salad first. We talked about that as a strategy just overall at any restaurant. Get the nutrients in your body. A lot of lettuce is water, so now you're going to be a little more full. Therefore, you're more likely to eat maybe just one piece of pizza as opposed to 2 or 3. So that's a quick tip there. Always have salad before your pizza. Next, Domino's. Best option on the Domino's menu is going to be Pacific Coast Veggie. It's a specific menu item, but again, loaded with veggies. common theme here is pizza with vegetables. Pizza Hut. Best option at Pizza Hut is the Skinny Beach Pizza. Okay, so there you go. There's 3 simple menu items you can order when you're going out to your typical chain pizza items. Last, kind of want to go over the specialty fast food restaurants. Hey Jess, we miss you. So let's talk about Chipotle. I'm pretty sure almost all of you guys have been to Chipotle before. It can be very bad when it comes to menu choices, and it can also be a great place if you're smart with your options. So simplest thing, get a bowl. If you go to any Chipotle, 90% of the people you see have a bowl. But the difference is you are not going to load it with sour cream and get chips and tons of cheese like your average person. So what we're going to strive for is a burrito bowl. Your choice of protein ideally would be chicken or steak. And you're going to do over romaine lettuce as opposed to rice. Cut down on the carbs, give yourself a little more greens. Again, that water, it's going to help fill you up that's in that lettuce. You're going to go tons of veggies. Get the grilled peppers that they have. Get the tomato salsa. Load up on any of the salsas that you like. And then you're going to get a little bit of guac if you like it. That's good fats, and it's going to help fill you up. And go with beans. Ideally, we're looking at black beans over pinto beans from just a strict nutritional perspective, but you can't go wrong with either one. Next, Panda Express. You might think Panda Express is horrendous, which for the most part, there's a lot of bad choices, but there is one thing that you can get there that actually isn't too bad, and that's going to be the broccoli beef, and you're going to get half order of the veggies. So beef, protein, and then veggies, of course, we've talked about, loaded with nutrients, water, help fill you up. Great combo. You're going to skip the fried rice. That's oily, loaded with extra calories, and you're going to skip any of the protein dishes there that are fried or kind of have that real heavy, thick sauce. Okay, Arbys. Not sure if many people go to Arbys really anymore, but if you're going, the best thing to do is roast turkey, farmhouse salad, and you're going to do about half or a third packet of their light Italian dressing. Okay? Dressing, if you get the packet yourself, you can control what you're putting on. If you just let these places put dressing, they will load it way too heavy. So always put the dressing on yourself, or ask for half the amount, or in this case, half to a third amount. Taco Bell. Oh my goodness, Taco Bell is dangerous, but I think the best thing you could do here is going to be the Chipotle chicken loaded griller. It's got good fats, it's got protein, and it's easy to take on the go. So Taco Bell, that's your best bet. Starbucks, be careful at Starbucks, because what's popular now is the grab and go protein boxes, and although they do have some great items in there, if you flip over the package, you'll notice there is a lot of carbs, unnecessary calories, and sometimes sugar. So be careful with the protein box. It's not all that it's kind of hyped up to be. But your best bet there is going to be the reduced fat turkey bacon breakfast sandwich. On the go lunch or breakfast, lunch, or snack, that's your best bet from Starbucks. And then finally, Panera. There we're going to go with the classic salad with chicken and balsamic dressing on the side. Just like our strategy earlier, by putting the dressing on the side, you control how much you put on, and a little goes a long way. So hopefully that helped you guys, give you some strategies. Again, leave a comment below, and we'll happily send you this nice sheet, this little menu item here. That way you can put it up on your fridge, leave it in your car, and then when you're cruising around, you're on vacation, running the kids around, you can kind of use that as a cheat sheet. Again, we're not advocating to go to a fast food restaurant, but if you're stuck in a bind and you have to make a decision when you're at one of these places, hopefully this information will help for you. So again, leave a comment below. We'll send you the sheet. Feel free to ask any questions below as well, and when this video is over, we will make sure we answer those for you. Hopefully you guys have a great night and enjoy your Friday tomorrow. Thanks.